Let me do that first. Hi, you guys. How is everybody? Oh my gosh. So beautiful today, but it's really quite hot for an early March. So I guess spring is springing away. And if you'd like to, there are some shirts. We've got Radio Venice, V-Nex, and Indie Buzz Rocks. You can order it on YouTube, Radio Venice. Moving right along. We have Quartet, some flamenco. So we're going to find out what they're talking about.
Oh, serious drinking. A night of serious drinking. Yeah, just it's the gang drunken burgers. I think you're right. So you guys, originally I thought it was like, although lately it's not a good thing to say, but 10, 11 years ago, a Russian football crowd singing. The other oh, no, sorry. Yeah, great. Made of solid metal. It doesn't break.
What is it?
It's the Wazinator.
Oh, what does a Wazinator do?
Timeless question. Stay tuned. My name is Omar Torres, and I was first Drew Breath in Seattle, Washington. I've been in LA now for 21 years. Oh my God. I've done a lot of things. I play a lot of different people. I play with Tom Waits.
What is it about music that got you inspired to start playing?
It was like more of a no choice. Otherwise, I'd be in jail.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so
wow.
That's the only thing that kept me sane.
Wow.
It's more of like a survival desperation.
Wow.
Okay.
The rest of us did not have.
Oh, sorry, I didn't.
And now you have
just like maybe like less highs and just keep the lows. Yeah. And that's probably enough because of the fact that the guitar. Yeah.
Hold on, just making sure. He's a pretty cool speaker. He's pretty good. Wait until Barry kicks in the out of control drum.
Yeah, we got it. See,
that's the Macendoia sound.
Right. This tip-on is just big. So big.
What instrument is that?
This is called a top-on, and it's a lot of different names for this instrument, but
This one was custom made in Macedonia.
I have to find
Not for Justine. It's on loan. So we're gonna get one made for Justine, but it's great because it's
I
perfect
love
size
this
for a
one.
woman.
It's so nice. The other one I was playing was really big.
Wow.
This is so great. And a wonderful woman lent it to me.
All right, so let's.
And they always have a cloth.
Is someone still missing?
What's the cloth?
Really deadens the sound perfectly so that it just gets that beautiful sound.
No, I don't need supplements like
Wow. And you guys, it's a Macedonia. That's sweet.
Macedonian.
Thin plastic
Czechoslovakia.
I think we'll just call it Balkan, Pan Balkan.
Where are we with Macedonia? And what is it made out of?
What is it made out of?
They
Is that
specialize in that
skin
stuff. I
of
started using it
some
about 10
kind?
years
Some
ago.
skin, we don't really know.
They're kind of a pain.
Actually, Justine just kind of took it up about a month ago.
I've always wanted to play it.
Yeah?
She was a gamelan player, so.
What's a gamelan?
It's Indonesian music.
Oh.
Play it for
So what got you started playing music in the first place?
music.
Mm-hmm.
Probably my parents. Singing was first, and then guitar.
Yeah, I love this thing.
So when you learned how to sing, was there a song that you learned in childhood?
Actually, my mom was in the production of Don Quixote.
Oh.
So I learned the whole musical of Don Quixote.
At what age?
3.
What?
Yeah, but I didn't want anyone to clap.
Oh, why?
So I just was embarrassed.
Yeah,
so
that's
the adults wanted me to play, but then I said, well, only if nobody claps.
So,
Really? Can you give us a sound? I want to hear a sound bite, but I can't.
I am a Don Quixote, the Lord of La Mancha. My destiny calls and I go.
So,
Violin pegs.
Oh.
So it's like a really old style guitar. It's a pretty.
Because it's on the back.
Yeah, it's
Usually
like
they're
old,
on the
this
side.
is a really old style. It's like a traditional style, you know, like from the 19th century.
Oh, really?
Spanish guitars used to have violin pegs.
And it's from Spain?
And why are the...
No.
No, this is from Israel. It's from Tel Aviv. The guy who made it, Boaz Elkayam. You can see it right there. And there's also blood drops in there. That's from my hand. From a
Oh.
party in Malibu like 20 years ago, and I was going like this, and it was bleeding and spraying blood on me. So it was very romantic.
Oh yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
Where the red varnish is
The
special
varnish.
because he uses the varnish, the blood of his deceased wife.
Yeah, who dies in childbirth. It's very
I remember something about that. I think so.
Is that?
Well, this was bathed in blood too.
Yeah, the blood gives a good tone.
It does. It does.
So,
I mean, I don't know if I can verify that, but it's a romantic idea.
look at this. This is Tonan, Venice Rockstar co-host. This is Omar Torres.
Tonan. Where are you from, Tonan? That's
Venice Beach, California.
But with the name Tonan, where's that from?
Oh, that was given me as a youngster. Tarzan and Conan mixed together.
Tonan. Tonan.
Conan.
Tonan the Venetian.
And his real name is Anthony, right? So
Yeah.
Tonan is not so
Antonio. Tonan.
We could just work on the journey.
What do you love about flamenco
pretty
music?
close to
To be
Why
honest,
do
I
you
don't
like
really
it?
play flamenco music. I trained in flamenco guitar.
Oh,
Tonan is
But I always, since I was a kid, I never wanted to be a flamenco musician. I wanted to be someone who used some of those sounds and techniques into my own soup. You know. Are we going on here for a photo?
Come too. They're probably really fun.
think about 3 words that music means to you.
Togetherness, love, and sex. I always like to have, I guess you could say a dialectic
Okay.
or a duality. So I always like to think of higher themes and lower themes together, because I don't think, honestly, they're separate. They're just like, if you like, maybe a side of the same coin.
Ah, yes, but
So,
different perspectives.
just like humans are animals, but we have this reasoning thing to an advanced and sometimes silly level. And so I don't forget the animal and the cerebral as well. So those are always in there. Yeah, I think it's an honest expression.
If you could be a superhero, what would you be?
Superhero. Well, I mean, when I was little, I could imagine that I wanted to be like really fast. But I haven't thought about that in a long time.
Wow.
I guess I would still like to be really fast. I don't know.
That's
Fast in
sense.
terms of like just being able to travel anywhere and move quickly.
Move through time and the
Yeah.
atmosphere, which makes sense for
Yeah.
your flamenco.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of a lot of
There's
velocity.
movement. That's beautiful. Could you play us a flamenco scale?
Oh, well, you mean just like well, let me just get this, because flamenco is definitely kind of a body specific thing. Like, how about
So that is like an intro. Brilliant.
just some little snippet of bolerias, for example. That's a particular flamenco thing.
I like that.
But I just kind of take some of those things and put it into what I do. I don't like to stay in that world only.
Oh.
It's like
So did you go to music school?
I did actually.
Where did you go to music school?
Cal Arts.
Oh, lovely. And did they teach you flamenco, and what else did you learn?
I studied guitar and Bach, everything. Ooh, I'm out of tune now. It's the heavy breathers in there, and all this stuff, and Schubert and all that. I can do all that stuff too, but
On the guitar?
Yeah.
And on the piano?
piano, I mean, a little bit, not as much. Not as much. I don't do
How
as much
long did
piano.
it take you to learn one Bach song? Or Schubert, or a classic?
Well, like the Arpeggione, it's like 13 pages, I think, of the first movement. So that took probably a good, 3 weeks of doing it diligently.
13 pages took you 3 weeks.
Yeah, because it's like a lot of movements, a lot of the. Let's I forget that it's, and of course Bach. You always have to study it if you want to make contact with the cerebral part of mankind. You have to just always stay near that, because it doesn't mean you always stay there, but you want to have the access of it. You want to have access to it. It cleans you out. It's like cleaning your house, cleaning your room. It keeps you sharp. Like I always say, if I were ever to be stopped by a cop for drinking and driving, I would say, oh yeah? Let me see you do the Bach cello suite, number 1, prelude. And we'll see who's drunk.
It's your reality question. Is that it?
No, this is an invention in D minor. But the guitar's out of tune. But
That's
anyway,
beautiful. Piece of advice to give to the generation. What would you say?
advice? I would say the same thing that is said in many different ways by very different people. That you just have to keep on. You just got to keep on going and doing it, and even when doubt creeps in, you just have to keep moving your feet, keep pushing forward. And it doesn't mean always make the same mistake. It just means, okay, maybe you have to shift your shoulders a little bit and change the angle of your attack a little bit, or whatever word you want to use, attack or journey or path. That's the main thing. Keep on doing it, keep on going, and okay, maybe you have to move a little bit to this side and then go around. But it's always just keep on doing it. Keep on moving.
Thank you
Keep
so
on trucking.
much.
The microphone picks up everything.
15 seconds.
Do I need a shirt?
You.
Well, the Balkan vocals are very special because, particularly in Bulgaria, they tune their cowbells in seconds. So in the West, we're used to hearing things in thirds. So if you hear something that sounds dissonant to the Western ear, it's actually done on purpose because that to them is beautiful and to us it's beautiful. So
That's what we would call crunchy.
yeah, we call it crunchy.
It's French.
So did you hear that?
Wow. It's very crunchy.
Macedonian.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Bulgarian, Macedonian, yeah. In fact, our Kaval player, who's not here today, Marko Danilovsky, he told us that his grandmother sings these songs. They're called Izvorni Pesni. They're folk songs, but they're very, very old. So you need someone to sing a drone when you're doing this, which means you hold the same note while the other person sings over the top of you. And his grandmother sings the melody, and his grandfather sings the drone for her, which is just amazing. It's women, and so they might be sisters, which is great because the tone of their voices is very matched, and that makes for an incredible sound.
I'll be back in 1 second.
I can speak very briefly.
Yes, please.
For me, I wasn't familiar with this music until somehow I came across a CD in college back in the day that was the Bulgarian State Women's Television Choir. So this was my study music, and it's super crunchy, and it was really powerful and beautiful, and it put my brain into this beautiful space. And then years later, I was looking for a group to sing with, and met these women who
Where did you grow up again?
here
In LA. And you grew up in LA, Macedonia.
Difficult question, though.
First breath.
First
New
one.
Jersey.
New Jersey.
No, that doesn't count. No, let's say my formative years were in the former Yugoslavia.
Okay.
Then they came to Colorado.
Okay.
Okay.
So you're the original grandparents.
But my mother did sing and dance this music in college. She was a member of a college group called the Tamaritzins that actually still exists today, and they still Duquesne University. They still travel all around the world and sing. And that's how we ended up in the former Yugoslavia. Is my mom said, "Hey, well, my dad was the photographer of the group. Then they got married, and then he got this job where they were going to send him overseas. She said, get as close to the Balkans as possible. We ended up in Ljubljana, which is in Slovenia.
Wow, isn't that interesting? Well, welcome back to this side of the atmosphere. That's really cool. Thank you for sharing all of that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Go to RadioVenice.com.
Go to Radio Medicine.
YouTube.
TV.
.tv.
Yes.
RadioVenice.tv.
On
YouTube.
Hit that bell.
beautiful. Thank you. Bye.
I like the crazy sounds.